Hi, Leah. How are you?
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick Stewart's Day to you.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's so good.
Hopefully I'm the first one that told you that today.
100%.
Well, Lea Thompson on the phone with us today, and you are directing Picard Season 2. That's the reason for the Patrick Stewart joke. First off, I talked to Jonathan Frakes earlier, and I wanted to get to know how he got behind the camera. He told me a story that he was inspired by Michael Landon when he guest starred on Highway to Heaven. What made you decide to get behind the camera as a director?
Well, I'm married to a director, Howard Deutsch, who directed me in Some Kind of Wonderful. So, you know how wives are. You know, we think we know better than our husbands. So I was just like, if he can do it, I can do it. So I was inspired by him, and I always wanted to direct, but I was always working as an actress, and so when I was doing these Jane Doe movies for Hallmark, I did like 10 of them. I was like, let me direct this, and they said, okay. So I directed 2 of those TV movies, which was really a great way to start. And I love directing. I really do. I love it. I love acting too, but I love directing. And since I can't really get any kind of great parts acting, it's been been really wonderful to be able to do all these great shows that I've been able to do. And I've been a Star Trek fan my whole life since I was a little girl, and I always thought they'd hire me to act in one of the 8 million Star Treks, but I never got hired. So when this was offered to me, I was beyond excited, and I loved every minute of it.
So you're directing the episode that came out today, Assimilation, and then you have an upcoming episode called Watcher. Did you get a chance to sneak in front of the camera at any point during these 2 episodes to say, hey, there's my cameo, there's my 2 seconds on Star Trek?
Well, oddly, I think I do have a split-second appearance in the next episode, I think. The third, one that Jonathan Frakes directed. They were like, will you do this little part? And I was like, okay. So, yes, I think I show up for like a half a second in a scene with Brent Spiner, who I love. So yes, and Jonathan Frakes directed me in Switched at Birth, so I know him very well. He's great. So, yes, now I am, hopefully, I don't know, I could have been cut out. I have no idea.
Well, welcome to the Star Trek universe. It's awesome that you joined it, and this season of Picard Season 2, the new episode dropped today with Lea directing. Now, this season of Picard is about time travel. Was there any Back to the Future jokes on the set?
Yes, there were. I don't know if any of them are in the episode, but I did accidentally get, because I am a time travel expert from being Lorraine McFly in Back to the Future, I actually get to take the crew back in time. So that was kind of cool. Because visually, it's an interesting problem that it poses. How do you take people back in time, kind of on their faces? So I got to do some pretty cool things. So look out for that.
Forward to watching it tonight when I get off the air. And one of the other things, you seem to be like a popular meme these days. Were you in the cast of Red Dawn the last couple of weeks on social media?
Oh, really? I didn't notice that, but yeah, that's a weird thing. I was always confused by any kind of nice about why anyone would think Putin's a good guy. So, yeah, the whole idea of Red Dawn has definitely come up to me. When you see the images of people in kind of regular street clothes with machine guns, defending their home from Putin, I couldn't help but think of Red Dawn, a kind of insurgent thing. And, it's horrible, but I hope they win.
Oh, absolutely. Now that you're part of the Star Trek universe, is there any talks about you doing future Picard episodes or the new Star Trek series that's launching, or even future episodes of Discovery?
I sure hope so. From your lips to God's ears, I hope I'm part of the family. It's so much fun, but not as of yet, not yet, but maybe soon. Who knows? because I feel like it is kind of a family.
Well, let me know what grocery store your producer shops at, and I'll try to hang out there until I see him and be like, hey, you should really have Lea back.
Well, it's an interesting thing now because, like, I'm directing these 2 episodes. They're called blocks. So I did a block of Resident Alien, which is a great show. I did episode 5 and 6 of the second season of Resident Alien, and then I also have upcoming 2 episodes of Stargirl, which is also a great show, kind of like a superhero show. So you do 2 episodes. So it's weird because there's kind of less episodes to go. But I am developing my own movies, and I hope I can shoot it in Scranton because Scranton is pretty famous.
We've had some movies shot here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's pretty darn famous. Everyone knows about Scranton. So I love. Well, I made my second movie in Johnstown.
Okay.
And I was in the Pennsylvania Ballet. You know what? I have worked in 44 states. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah. I've literally spent, and sometimes I've done, like, I've worked multiple times in states, multiple times in cities like Austin and Dallas and I've Chicago and New York, and I've worked all over this great land. It's so cool. So I hope I get to work in Scranton.
Oh, that would be awesome if you did, and you could always stop by Rock 107 and say hi. We have a very old radio station here. We actually have a 200-seat auditorium in our radio station, back when radio was done live in front of an audience.
You're kidding me. You know, my mom was one of the first women DJs in the 40s, and she had to do it live. She had to sing live for like years, and I always think that's such an interesting thing. There weren't very many women DJs at the time. I think she was like the 2nd or 3rd woman DJ.
National Women's Month as well.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, plugging that. Well, anyway, Lea Thompson, I know they're going to hang up on me soon, but Star Trek Picard Assimilation, that episode dropped today, Paramount Plus, and you have an upcoming episode called Watcher. Now when you go to Comic-Con or anything, you can sit at the Back to the Future table and the Star Trek table, and it's going to be all good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Lea Thompson, for your time today.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick Stewart's Day. Make it so.